bear with me just while I look at this. Who's here? Tom, Jay, oh, I can't say that long one. Acelia, Ganny, Dave, Capitano. How are we doing, guys? Right, let's get a little bit of music. Okay. Right, proudly, no Dave, not me. DJ Jaco, 519 Sparky, Paul, Pablo. How we doing, guys? YouTube, hello. Right, let's have a look, see what's going on. So look, this morning we sent out these charts looking for buys above 24,252. We got our setup here, and then it's kind of done what we would expect. Good morning, Sparky. Peter Cole, good afternoon. There is potential opportunity to be long on the 30-minute above this high on the DAX. Only consideration is we're 1% up right now. Vic Snazzle, good afternoon. Let's check gold. Yes, gold. Let's replan the charts. Gold is the one. Thank you for the heads up. Who was that? Sam. So this is what I'll look for. If we get a close below, I'll be looking for shorts. Um, DAX, DAX buys still look good. Only downside is you are talking. Market is 1% up, so I'd probably be a little bit more inclined to just to let that one go. Any possible entries for short on gold? Yeah, but you gotta wait. Let me map it out for you. Hey, Stephen, how are you? How's Bermuda? Um, okay, so everyone that any possible entries for short. Yeah, I'm just sorting that out now. So sells below 3284.7. Okay, so definitely not an entry right now. Gonna have to wait for a close. Yep, got 15 minutes to wait. Potential BPC as well, so we could look for a long above here. Not a long above here, a long from this area if we get a buyer candle. And then the next candle is this supply demand zones. It's just support. Support was formed here. Why was that? Seller candle formed, buyer candle formed next. Here, buyer candle, seller candle. Most recent support and resistance. So the reason we could look for longs from this potential area is because we have clean candle space to trade up to. But we would need to, what confirmations are you looking for? Just a buyer candle, nice and simple. Look, this would be my rules. Why is my range? Okay, it's not there. So range long isn't there. So I'm just going to write it for you. So range long. So setup one. We're looking support to be formed. Oh, so are you using SMC? No, I will let everyone know I don't use support to be formed. So I'll just put in brackets so you're not sure. Buyer, in this case, seller candle followed by buyer candle. Very simple. Now we need, I'll just put it here, 4 points, meaning we have resistance, support, resistance, support. So we've got minimum 4 points. Good afternoon, Andrew McGee. How are we doing? Now, so we've got that there. Next thing, Mukesh, how are we doing? Number 2, I want to see clear, oops, clear candle space to trade into. 3. Buy a candle formed. 4. Next candle to wick down. 5. We're going to put buy stop above candle high plus spread. There you go. 4 points. I'm just referring to resistance and support. Okay, guys. So that's what we're looking for. Nice, easy, simple way of looking at the market. Okay. So if this candle closes bullish, then this is what we'll do. Buy stop above the high, stop loss underneath the low. If the next candle wicks down, we've got clear candle space to trade into. We've got, what's that, 70 pips. Does everyone follow that, guys? Does that make sense? Mogomotsi, how we doing? How's the weather in Bermuda today, dare I ask, Stephen? No, it's not too bad here. We are kind of getting decent weather at the minute in the UK, so can't complain. We got 11 minutes for this candle to close. So not doing anything until this candle has closed. Regarding the DAX, if I was going to do anything, I'd be looking at price to rotate lower and then trade a BPC trade. So BPC, can you please repeat your strategy again? Absolutely. So in this one, I'd be looking for a BPC long, right? So there we go. That's what I'd look for. So possible long on gold on where the candle closes. Absolutely, Sam. So just got to wait for that. And then if we come here, what was it? So here you go. So this was the, oh, I put it on the wrong chart. Hot and humid. Sounds just delightful. Even better when you've got the sea just at your, or the Caribbean just at your fingertips. Right, where are we logging in from today, guys? So this is what I'd look for on the DAX. So I'd want to see at least 2 or 3 downrange candles to form and come lower. As it comes lower, then we're just waiting for that one buyer candle to form, candle to wick down. We buy the break of the high, and then we'll try and run it back up towards the highs. But where we currently stand, I'm doing nothing. Okay, so this setup is relevant on the 15, the 30, but obviously if you're going to trade it on the 30, you've got to wait 25 minutes. So we've got support formed. We've got clear candle space, 70 pips. We've got a buyer candle potentially formed. Next candle to wick down, so we want it to start as a seller candle, and then we'll place a buy stop above the highs. Hopefully it doesn't go too far with that, as if it gets right up in the middle of the range, then we just have to forget about it. As a complete beginner, which market would you recommend to start trading? I don't think it matters whether you're a beginner or whether you're advanced. I'd just pick one market and trade at the lowest lot size. The US market is opening in 25 minutes. No, COMEX is opening in 25 minutes, and US stock market will open in 1 hour and 25 minutes. Jump on gold. Yeah, well, that's what the impatient would do. So yeah, Diageo, focus on one market, focus on reading candles. Don't look at indicators. Indicators are purely for cars and cars alone, or vehicles. Focus on one market and just see how it reacts. Look at the times of the day that you get the biggest moves. Why is it doing that? If you're going to day trade, focus on a asset class that has it's gonna go without us 8 minutes. Uh, Indicators are for cars. Exactly. That's what they are. They're not for trading. They just clutter your chart. I've been using the orb for 2 weeks now. Every day it worked out for me. No idea what the orb is. Don't talk about it. Okay, so let's do the house rules because I forgot about the house rules. House rules are no smart money concepts, no ICT, no fair value gaps, no orb, no order blocks, no any other three-letter words that's related to trading other than BPC. Um, Sam, why should you not buy on that resistance line for a long? Resistance line here, or do you mean support line? Pleasure, Tiago. I've been trading since 2009. Yeah, okay, support line. Because, no, if you want to buy from the support line, you can do that. And I see a lot of people will do that. But look, there's no confirmation. What's the confirmation? At that moment in time, you got downrange candles, you got sellers in control. So just wait for the confirmation. If it goes without you, it goes without you. You can't lose anything if it goes without you. Can't do any damage that way. John Was, good afternoon from Kenya, sir. Trolley Happy, welcome back. Okay, a lot of familiar faces coming back in today. Nice to see. Um, Onut, thank you for the heart as always. Very generous in sharing your gifts. But look, this is probably going to go without us now. I mean, it's gone. I'm not trading this up here. It's very easy in hindsight to say, oh, just buy it support or buy it resistance. Once you have a few losses, can you explain supply and demand? Okay, Young. When something is in supply, price will generally go down. So what people will do is they will call this a supply zone. And they'll call it a supply zone because from this price point, price dropped. Price came back up, price dropped. So when it's in supply, it means there's oversupply, not enough demand. If there's a demand for something, price will appreciate. So what happens is when people draw support lines, they call it demand zones. Why? Because price appreciate from there. There's no difference. So supply and demand is just resistance and support. People just like to give them different names, and they're both the same. Did that make sense, Young? Would you rather share the live? Thank you. Would you rather? I was considering buying on the support line, but didn't have any more confirmation than support. Yeah, exactly. So listen, just remember there's a great saying, I'd rather be a pilot in the air, wishing I was on the floor. I'd rather be a pilot on the floor, wishing I was in the air, than a pilot in the air, wishing I was on the floor. And that's the same. If you put that thought process to trading, you will let a lot of trades go and not be worried about it. So let's get rid of that zone now. And the other thing that you said there, you were considering. Now, one consider is thought process, right? So if we could eliminate all thoughts and just trade based on fact, um, and fact being rules, you'll probably find you have a different set of outcomes. Okay? Because it's one thing to think, and it's one thing to, let's say, just follow blindly. Uoloko, good afternoon. How are you, buddy? Um, Mickey Mischief, good afternoon. Good name. Sax proof. So what would you look for taking along here? Yeah, long is interesting me here. Long is really interesting me. Actually, and then the reason I say, look, let me, the only thing that's putting me off is how far it's already moved. So if we just look at this from any time frame, the 30 or the 15. So here's your resistance level. The market's broken out and closed above. The next candle's wick down. You've bought above the high. So in theory, you'd be in that trade. Okay, so that was the breakout trade. If you look at the 15, we're having the breakout now. So you've got resistance formed and it's breaking. Now, I didn't take it just on the basis that we've already moved 1% today without a pullback. To be fair, would have been pretty close to break even now, unfortunately. But let's have a look at NASDAQ, see if there's anything that's going to entice us here today. Okay. Uh, right, I'm just going to put a marker on yesterday's high. Just want to have a look, see. No. See, this is why I don't like the NASDAQ at the minute. We need some serious movement. See, the only trade that I like on the NASDAQ and right now would be forget these. I'm not interested in this area. I'd be interested in buys above 22,892 and I'd be interested in sells below 22,621. Because we know we're popping through here. Let's just yeah. Let's, yeah. Okay, so if I was going to trade the NASDAQ, for me this is all no trade range right now. I don't want to do anything in that area. It has zero interest to me. I would happily sell below here. And if we could get a setup, then we're talking we've got best part of 180 pip range there. So lovely range to work with. So 180 pip range. Above, well, this is all-time high. So um, yeah, so that's an all-time high. There's just no trade, and the reason I wouldn't take any trades in here because we don't have any clear candle space. There's just nothing to work with. So the reason I would look for sells below here is because look, the candles, we've got nice clear momentum candles. We can trade into that area, and we've got an all-time high, so we know we can trade above that area. So that's all looking good. I just put that there so you can see it on TikTok. So we'd look for buys above 22,892. Let's call it 893. Sells below 22,607. Now, there's no major news that's going to impact my decision making today. On the basis, sell the lows, buy the highs. You sure? Um, yep, I'm sure. But thanks for asking. So I would look for a breakout above here and I would look for a breakout below here, if my rules are met. If they're not met, then potentially we could have a false breakout from both sides. Yeah, you can ask again. FOMC news today, but I don't trade at 7 p.m. and it's only the minutes. The minutes are from the last meeting, so it's not going to give you anything new. So the only FOMC that's really important is when it's actually live and a conference. The minutes will just reiterate what was said last time. So generally, it's a bit of a null event on the basis that information's already been said, unless there was something that JP didn't say in the conference last time. Do I mainly trade gold? Well, this is the NASDAQ, so I'll trade. How do you trade gold? How did we? It was a gold. We lost 22 pips on gold yesterday and banked 76 on the DAX in the live stream. So if you took DAX in the live stream, you made big. If you took gold, unfortunately we lost. So it was 1-1 yesterday. Yeah, no, we did all right yesterday. We did all right. But we need news. We need some kind of news to kickstart the market. It's bit flat. So gold, I'll be looking for buys above 32.95.69. Now, I'm not going to get a trade on the NASDAQ today. I can tell you that. I'm not interested in it. I haven't traded this week. We've drawn everything. Should I kept a bit? Thoughts on FTMO? No thoughts. They've been around the longest. They've bought Oanda, so they've obviously done very well. I've never used them, so I can't really say anything. What else is there? Do I mainly trade gold? So during the London Open, I will trade gold and the DAX, and in the US Open, I will trade gold and NASDAQ. If a setup comes on the DAX, I will take it, but I'd rather take NASDAQ if it sets up, just because it's fresh cash coming into the market at that point. Okay. Let's see what's. Oh, sorry, I've just pressed something on TikTok. Guys on YouTube, everything okay? You're a bit quiet. Uh, yeah, let's go. Uh, okay. Sorry, bear with me a second. So yeah, look, there's no trades for me on gold until we get above here. We would have looked, as I said, we were potentially going to look for a long off this level if buyers came in, but I'm not going to take a long when it's gone up 70% of the range. Okay, you just need to, if you're going to start trading certain zones or price points, you want to make sure that you're trading it at the best possible prices. Do you believe trading comes down to stupid simple? I mean, look, I keep everything very simple. The reason, right, you got to ask yourself, why do simple things work? Why do simple things work? Guys, why do simple things work? What do you reckon? Oh, I know I've not done. Sorry, I just realized. Bear with me a second, guys. Idiot. Uh, there we go. Why do simple things work? Um, because it's easy. No, it's not because it's easy. If you want to be good at something, then you need to be consistent, right? Now, what happens is people will start to make things yet overcomplicated strategies and map outs just confuse and block up the charts, missing simple matters. Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better. Who's that? Hunter's a chairs, mate. I don't know how you say that properly, but any chance of it going above 33.50 today? I doubt it, but you never know. $60 move from where we are. I doubt it, but you never know. Yeah, so listen, whatever you're doing, just remember, in order for you to be good at something, you need to be able to look back at what you did and repeat it consistently to then be able to measure yourself consistently over a period of time. So, do you think today will go? Are you trading a flag pattern? No, I'm not trading a flag pattern. I'm just looking for where the market has clean structure and clear candle space. And then if we get above or below that area, then I will trade it accordingly. Um, so very, very simple, guys. Uh, I lower or bullish? Not quite sure what you mean. What do you think? Do I think it'll go lower or higher? Is that the question? I don't mind and I don't care. Um, Look, ultimately, the market has been moving lower over the recent period, so you would probably want to favor a move lower. But either way, I don't mind. I'll happily trade long or short from either direction. Um, I'm going to buy at 33.50, so I don't know if I should hold or sell. Um, okay, so let me guess, you want to sell to hedge, losing interest on it every night. I'm not surprised. Um, Look, um, just by selling, obviously you're going to stop the decline, but you're still going to have costs from the swap charges. Yes, you'll get paid on the sell, but your buyers will be getting charged higher. So sometimes it's just easier to pull the plaster off, take the loss. Um, but you have to have that commitment. You need to know when you go into a trade, what's your plan, what you're going to do. I mean, 33.50 and we're at 33, what, 32.90, that's a $60 drop. So you've probably gone into this trade on the basis thinking, right, maybe the price is going to go up because of geopolitical issues, whatever, weaker dollar, I don't know. But you've probably gone into it without a plan on how you're going to manage it. And then when you go into a trade without a plan on how to manage it, you're then going to have this kind of dilemma because you've gone in without a plan. So now your mind's playing all sorts of weird and wonderful, wacky games on you. So I can't tell you what to do because in that situation, the way I'd look at it is personally, I'd be ripping the plaster off and saying, right, now we go again. Um, right. Okay. So DAX, DAX, I want to wait. So listen, this is what I would, if I was to draw it on, this is what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for not one, a minimum of two downrange candles. If we get three, superb. Then I'll wait for, oops, wise. Then this one, look for buyers. This is my BPC setup. We've got downrange candles. We've got clear candle space. Just wait for a wick down. Once we get the wick down, place the buy stop above the highs and look to trade it back up into the highs. Okay, so very, very simple. Does it have to come all the way down here? No. Does it have to test here? No. I just wait for price to create new support. New support is simple. It's just a seller candle followed by a buyer candle. Um, uh, What do you think about SMC, and would you say it's become a retail strategy? I I can't comment enough. Look, one thing I'm not going to comment is smart money concepts, ICT, fair value gaps. Whatever they do is a that's their systematic approach. I don't know enough about it to give comments. I just don't talk about it. So, house rules, guys, house rules. I don't talk about orb. I don't talk about order blocks. I don't talk about SMC. I don't talk about fair value gaps, smart money concepts, ICT. Don't talk about it because I can't give you an honest answer. Um, Also, no grilling or disrespecting other people in the live stream. So everyone that is here for a reason, and that is to try and find a systematical approach and get consistent at trading. So guys, what I always want to say to you is please respect one another in the channel. I don't want to see any unfavorable language. I don't want to see any commenting whatever on other people's comments. Just please, this place is a place where I'm just going to share with you what I do on a daily basis. And being truthful, this is my shop window. Okay, so people, what's gold doing? Let's have a look. This is my shop window. I like to do, I'm trading at this time anyway, so I live stream it. And if you like what you see and you fancy becoming a member, then you can hit my profile, link in my bio, you can join as a member, you can do whatever. If you don't like it, then obviously, you know what, you don't be here. Okay, so this is all I ever ask from anyone that comes into my live stream is just be considerate to everyone that's here and, ask any questions you want about trading, but just not the ones I mentioned because I can't give you an honest answer. All right. And the markets are quiet. They're quiet. There's very little to get excited about at the minute. We had one trade this morning in our live stream with members through the London Open. How did you get into trading and how long have you been in the game? Got into trading well, my first experience was probably 2000, I think 2005 or 2006, trading penny shares, oil and gas stocks. Have I missed GJ analysis? No, I'll happily do that for you. And then I got into FX November 2009. I was swing trading till 2020. I traded for High Net Worth Family, family office from Germany from 2012 to 2015, 16 through Citibank. Um, and then I've been on my own ever since. Crypto market's not quite, bro. Missing a trick today. I don't trade crypto, mate. But thanks for the heads up. Those things always off the charts. Uh, uh, Missing a trick. Apparently, I'm always missing a trick. Uh, let's have a look. See. Uh, oh. Okay, guys. I want to know where you're registering in from today. We've had Kenya. We've had Tanzania. We've had UK. This is pound yen. So look, what are we looking at? I want to see if we've got any clear space. Longs look, yeah, longs are looking good above that area. So uh, I'm just going to put buys above here for now. I'm not putting a price because I'll adjust it in a second. Let's have a look at the hourly. Do you look at singular candles, full candles, huge wicks, etc.? Yeah. So look, candles tell us a lot. Okay, but remember, there's only four things a candle can do. And this is where a lot of people get so fixated on Japanese candlesticks and all the different names but there's only four things a candle can do. There's and I'll repeat this day in, day out. And I'll do that in here and to my members. Let's have a look, see what, I'll explain what those four things are in a minute. 25 pips. So you can't, if I was, look, there's opportunity underneath here, but that'd be my preference to sell below there. You could look for BPC trades long above here, but I just don't like the candles here, so I'd ignore that. So if I was looking for anything on pound yen, I'd be saying, right, we want to be buys above 199.78, and I want to look at sells below 198.54, 198. That'd be my two areas of interest. Aggressive traders, you could look for sells underneath here into this area. There's about 23 pips, something like that. Platinum is about to break records. Yeah, I think platinum, copper, they're all going, all metals are going a bit potty. We'll have a look. Sorry, what was that? To gauge Costa del Cumbria. Ah, can't go wrong with a bit of Cumbria. Yeah, so let me explain the four things that candles can do. I'm from, I always used to call it Costa del Doncaster, but it's a fellow northerner. Uh, multi-year consolidation. Let's have a look. Now, I don't trade anything else, but I'm just going to give you an explanation, guys, on what are the four different candles that can happen. Now, ignore the color. The colors mean nothing. Okay, the colors mean nothing. Let me just bring a drawing tool. So if we look at this one, the first one here has a lower low and a lower high than the previous candle. So if we were to just mark that down, where is it? This is what I call down range. Next candle has a higher high and a higher low than the previous candle. So call that one up range. The next candle has a higher high and a lower low than the previous candle. So we call that outside, and some of you might know it as an engulfing candle. The next candle has a lower high and a higher low than the previous candle. You'll know that one is an inside candle. Okay, that's it. The market candles cannot do anything else other than those four options. There's no other option. No other option whatsoever. So if you know that the market is moving in a particular way, let's say the market is moving in an uptrend, which one of those candles do you think you would expect to see more of? Downrange, uprange, outside, or inside? Lou, I'll explain in a minute. I just want, does that make sense, guys? Candles can't do anything else than those four options. If this is the initial candle, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't do anything else. That's the only thing the market can do. The only variable then is how the candle closes. Some recap on BTC. Yeah, so look what happens. When the market's trending, you would expect to see uprange. When the market's declining, expect to see downrange. Now, what happens when the market starts to pause or turn? You'll start to find inside candles, or you'll start to find outside candles. Why? Because that's the market slowing down. Doesn't mean they're going to happen in that scenario all the time, but you get inside candles when there's a pause. Look at this. You've had triple inside candle, breaks the highs, we continue again. So if you understand how candles work and what they're telling you, it's a very powerful tool. You don't need indicators. All right, let me just get rid of those. Okay, gold. So first thing I need to do is this. I need to wait for the candle to close above the range. Until it does that, I'm not doing anything. There's my rules. Where's everyone on YouTube gone? So you got that on YouTube, Commander in Chief. I'd look for sells down here and buys above there. All this middle bit, I'm doing nothing. This is just no trade range for me. Not interested. Yep, cool. Okay, let's gold. We're getting close, but we've got 22 minutes, maybe 7 minutes. See how the 15 closes. Might just have to push it up a little bit higher for the 15 to around 32.96.3. Can you buy the DAX? Yeah, of course you can. But you got to ask yourself, what's your thought process? Hey Vic, how you doing, bud? What's your thought process behind it? Is there any rules, or is it just because the market's going up, you want to trade it? Um, so yeah, always sit tight. Wait for wait for the market to unfold. Let it give you the clues that you need. And if you don't have any clues and you don't have a plan, then guys, you really, really need to knuckle down and get a plan. Um, how many people from in or near London? If you're in or near London, I am going to be hosting a course on the 20th and 21st of September. Anyone that joins or registers or reserves their spot, you're going to get access to the VIP membership from now up until the course included, and you'll get 90 days after the course. So you're going to end up with nearly 6 months, membership included. Watching both on TikTok and YouTube. Hey, do I use scanners? No, I don't need to use scanners because I only have 3 markets to trade, 2 at any one time. And I'll only have one trade running at the same time. Welcome, Botswana. Um, Triple T, pleasure. I was just about to say buddy, but I'm not sure male or female, so I'd just say it's a pleasure. Guys, I want to know what is your biggest struggle when it comes to trading? Is it time? Is it funds? Is it money? Is it getting a process? Hey, Triple T, howdy. Uh, Risk. After breaking the top of the bottom, you are waiting for a retest before taking the trade. No, I'm not waiting for a retest. Uh, I don't trade break and retest, right? What I trade is breakout, pullback, continuation. So I'll trade the breakout, then the breakout. So look, let me just, while we're waiting for info, let me just set an alert because I'm gonna, okay, there we go. So look, if I'm, let's say, here's our resistance level, right? My first trade will be something like this. Once that happens, the next candle, I wanted to see it go down. As it goes down, I'm going to play. I'll change the color in case you think it's okay. So then what I'm looking for is to place a buy order here like this. Oops, for the market to then do that. So as the market continues, that's my breakout trade. So let's say we get a nice trade, it wins, it does whatever, or we get stopped at break even. It doesn't matter. So the purpose of this is just to show you what I would do in terms of my breakout pullback continuation. So This is the first thing. Now, impulse is finished. We're going to start to see the market sell off. Now, ignore the color for now. I'll change it in a second. So now this is where everyone who does breakout and retest, they're going to say, oh, well, you've got to wait for the market to come back down to your structure down here. Well, let price tell you where structure is, because structure is, or support is, just sell a candle followed by buy a candle. Now you've got new support. So at this point here, this would be my new support. If the next candle wicks down, does this, I'm placing a buy stop above these highs, and I'm looking to trade it into the highs here. That's it. Does that make sense, guys? So keep it really, really simple. Let price tell you where support is. Let price tell you when buyers are coming back in. Let price tell you when sellers are coming back in. Okay, let me have a look what the questions were. Biggest issue is risk. Biggest issue after breaking. Okay, that's the same. Risk management is my biggest enemy. Triple T, time is mine. I'm finding something when I get the time. Sam, I missed it. What did you miss? Uh, where from, boss? I'm from UK. Hey Mark, fellow UK trader here too from Liverpool. I'm a supply demand trader. Nice one, Jay. You missed my explanation. Oh shit. Well, you'll see more of them, buddy. Um, I do this every day, so don't worry. I'm here at 1 o'clock every day. Let's just go and have a look at the charts while we're waiting for. Keep it short. Okay, so look, this is the breakout. Okay, so here's the resistance level. Candle closes above, next candle wicks down, we place the buy order above here. So that's my breakout strategy. Very, very simple. How can you join? The easiest way is if you want to be a monthly member, then you just do that through stand. Oh, don't like that one. So you just click on my stand store. There you go. Um, and then that will guide you. You can either do the annual or the monthly, whichever one you prefer. Okay, nice. Um, you'll see courses in there. You'll see the YouTube links. You'll see copy trading links. You'll see free Telegram channel. You see all sorts. So once the breakout has happened, this is system one. System two would be the BPC, the breakout, the pullback, and the continuation. So this is the pullback. So the pullback for me has to be a minimum of at least two downrange candles. Okay. And the reason I want downrange candles and seller candles is because that's going to give me the clear space to trade into. Then I need to see a buyer candle form. Why? Because that tells me new support is being formed. Then I need a wick down and a break of the high. Which broker is best in the UK? It's personal preference. You know, it's not something I would. In the UK, not sure. Right, we're waiting. So options here, whichever allows bet spreading, spread betting. I love it. What time frame do I use? I use 15 minute, 30 minute, and 1 hour to place my entries. So whichever one sets up. Obviously, the lower time frame will generally give you the better entry, but not always um, the highest success rate. Uh, any questions, guys? You with IC markets? Yeah. So, um, yeah. So, like I was saying, I might ask a question. Hi, dear. Yeah, you can ask a question for sure. Anyone can ask a question. This is an open house, and like I said at the beginning, All I ask from everyone is to respect everyone else's space. No, no bickering. So would enter long when gold breaks above the resistance line. Okay, so here are the rules, guys. I swear I've just said this about 3 or 4 times, but let's make it 4 or 5 times. I will not buy when price just gets above 3296.3. The candle must close above. Must close above. When it's closed above, I will not just go ahead and place a pending order. The next candle has to wick down. Now, here, step 3. The next candle has to wick down. I've already drawn my levels on where there's clear space to trade into. So I know that above here, that's all clear space. And that equates, I think it's about 70 pips. 68 pips. Okay? So always make sure you've got it mapped out so you know exactly what you're going to do. You're not just going to come to a trade and panic. You're going to do exactly what's required. Yeah, that'll be based on the 15-minute time frame. My level here is drawn off the 15-minute time frame, Sam. So if I go to the 30, you'll see the level's a little bit lower, but they'll probably both occur at the same time. Okay? 1.8 ZAR account. I am trading on the flex trader, but I don't understand when I buy the candle automatically down. That's because of spread. As soon as you buy or as soon as you sell, you're always going to be in a loss straight away. Yeah, because it's something called spread. That's the difference between the buy and the sell price. You're always going to be in a loss. So if you're day trading, you want a broker that has tight spreads or offers a pro account or offers an ECN account. Yeah. Which lot size to use in 1.8 ZAR? Let me have a look. I don't know. Uh, how long have you been trading? If you haven't been trading very long, then what you need to do is just stick to very low lot size. Okay, very low lot size. So the lowest you can do, which is 0.01. The best platform, what for? If you're looking for funded accounts, then I would go down. You can see a link uh, in my bio, but for funded accounts, this who I recommend. Really good. A lot of my members have been paid out by them. They pay out very quickly. Um, you have to go through anti-money laundering and KYC, so it's full due diligence done, and you open up a live account. So they're definitely my preferred option. I've been trading for 2 years. I was thinking of 0.05 lots. Okay, so listen, let's not think about how long you've been trading. Let's think about your results. So if your results are negative, meaning you're losing money every month or you're break even, then keep the lot size still the same. If you're making money, then increase the lot size. Yeah, does that make sense? It's like going to the gym. You don't just go into the gym and pick up the heaviest weight you can. Oh, that's gold. We're getting ready. Right, 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't go without as a gain. But there's two options here for gold as well. If we close above, then we get a wick down. We're going to set a buy stop above the highs. If it wicks down but then keeps going and closes back down below, then we'll be looking for a false break setup. I'm on a 200k trader scale funded, currently at 5%. I'm in a sell personally now. Um, bearish lower time frame. Bearish lower time frame. Okay. Well, look, we have to see what happens. Remember, don't. Uh, El Sharaway invites you to co-host. Uh, uh, El Sharaway, I can't co-host with you on yours, buddy, because I don't know what the hell that will do to mine. So I do apologize. I don't know if you're in this chat. If you're in this chat or this live stream, then I'm sorry, but I don't want to cut off my stream because I don't know what will happen. Um, yeah. So look, if price rejects here and then we get a seller candle there, like we did here, then we've got another range trade short. PO buy stop or sell stop better to avoid fake moves there. I always use stop orders. I don't use limit orders. I don't use it at market. And the reason for that is, if you're not sure what a stop order is, guys, stop order just means you're buying or selling with momentum. This is gold. So a stop order would mean, let's say the price is, let's say 3,300, right? So price is here. You place a buy stop order, that means you might put it at 3301, meaning price has to go up, trigger you to get into the trade. That means you're buying with momentum, as opposed to a limit order, which you might put a buy limit down here, meaning price has to come down, hit your entry price, and then there has to find enough orders to take it back up. So what the issue with limit orders is it could just come down and then just keep going, 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 and then you just get stopped out. So I prefer to wait for confirmation as opposed to doing limit orders. Yeah, you'll see people right now, there's probably people with limit orders sell on or did have maybe at 32.96. There might have been people with buy limit orders at 32.84 when price was up here. You know, for me, I always want to wait for confirmation because, as I said earlier, I'd much rather be the pilot on the floor wishing I was in the air than a pilot in the air wishing I was on the floor. Is it GS on MT4 GS? Uh, what's GS, mate? Uh, Adam, give us a clue, mate. I'm bad when it comes to short. When you when do you come up live on TikTok? Joel, 1 o'clock every day. And for members, 7 a.m. UK time as well for London live stream and 8 p.m. Live stream as well, UK times. So that's 7, 1, and 8. But TikTok, YouTube is just 1 p.m. So plenty of live streams. LeeFX, how are we doing? Adam, gold, can't seem to find it on Meta. You can't find it. XAU USD. XAU USD. So risk management, those that were saying they were struggling with risk management, it's simple, guys. Think of yourself in the gym. You're picking up baby weights to start with, so start very small, 0.01. As you're trading at 0.01, you're getting more comfortable, you're seeing some positive returns, you're getting results. Then you can go to 0.02 or 0.03. If you see decline in results, then start to go back to 0.01. As soon as you see more improvement in results, then you increase again. How do I deal with loss aversion? It's part of trading. What you have to deal with is how did you take the loss? Did you take the loss based on impulsive reactions and subconscious thoughts, or did you take the loss based on sticking to the rules and the market just went against you? Did you manage the trade correctly when you were in it? Or if you haven't got a plan on how to manage the trade or enter the trade, then it's not loss aversion you need to deal with. You need to deal with gambling issues. So think about which one you want to do. If you want to trade, then you have a plan before you go into the market. Pleasure, buddy. Yeah. Always make sure you've got a plan. You want to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and when you're doing it. Okay, which pair and time frame? So this is 15-minute gold. If we get a close above, we've got a setup. All we need then is the wick down. Ooh, maybe not. Okay, so my gold spot on my broker is slightly different to uh okay, I'm above the level at the minute, but we've got 2 minutes to wait. 2 minutes to wait. And is my coffee gone? Yeah, my coffee's gone. Wise words. Higher time frame, low cap crypto breakout today. Thank me later. uh, HTF, low cap crypto breakout today. Go on. Which crypto is that? Uh, HTF. Is that actually a crypto, or are you referring to a high time frame? All right, 2 minutes. What's going to be your TP? So I always scale half out at 10 pips, always. And then my TP will be that range. So we're talking about 70 pips. So the high of this candle, if it closes above, we've got 97.58. It's getting close. 45 seconds. Need it to pop a little bit. Down you go. Want it to pop up a little bit. It's right on the money now. 25 seconds. This is bearish, right? Now I'm looking for buys if we close above. I look for sells if the next candle closes back down. If the next candle fails to break the high and closes back below the level. Both my systems interlink into each other. Can you let us know if you're buying or selling? Yeah, I will do if I place an order. We've got to wait for this candle. Okay, so it's closed above. We've wicked down. Okay, my buy order is going in just above the highs. 1 second. I'm just going to put partial TP in now. Where's my partial TP? All right, so buy order is in, guys. Just above the, I'll show you. I'm just setting up my orders. 1 second. Okay, so YouTube, I'll change you first because you're easy. So yeah, there you go. You can see it on YouTube. All right, now why do we do this on display? I've not bought yet. I've got a pending order above the high of this candle that's closed above. I'm close to triggering right now, but I can't. Here we go. There you go. It's just done it. I don't know why TikTok. Oh, TikTok takes so long. Oh, we're in. Okay, so trade's in. Okay, so I'm just going to move my stop up underneath the low of that candle. All right, we're 5, 6, 7. Okay, break even now. So we can't lose. We're 8 pips up. Need 1 pip to go, and then we hit TP1. There you go. TP1's hit. And that's how we do it, guys. We wait all that time for one trade. Done. Don't care if it comes back and stops us out. We've hit our TP and easy pippins. There you go. Done. Too late. Already done. We've hit take profit. We're done. We got stopped at break even for the second part. Now, even if this is bearish, did we just hit TP? Did we just bank 10 pips? Exactly. Trader Paul, right? This is my point. People come in here, right, and they will slate me for banking 10 pips or whatever. they'll say, oh, I don't see that price action, it's not got this. If it's not for you, it's not for you. And Trader Paul has just been kind enough to say, look, that style, it's not for me, it doesn't suit him at all, but there's more ways to skin a cat. And this is my sentiment exactly for everyone, right? Just see the what's if you go into YouTube, guys, you'll see some of my members there, yeah, posting 2 for 2 today. Will's hit TP1, Vic Snazzle hit 2 for 2 today. Um, we have just made 50 quid on them 8 pips. Okay, right. So this is one of the things that I say to my members. My challenge to my members on a daily basis when they first start is make $5 a day. If you can make $5 a day, you can make $50 a day. If you can make $50 a day, you can make $500 a day. The process is exactly the same. Cheers, Stephen. Glad you loved it. We'll see you later, buddy. Um, the process is simple. This market can be bearish. This market can go down. I don't care. I can be wrong with the direction and still be right with my trade. Yeah, that was a 15-minute time frame. Now, look, again, there could be another setup on this market in the next 15 to 30 minutes. My point is to you guys, we explained what we were going to do, how we are going to do it before it even set up. Then when it set up, I executed exactly as I told you before it set up. So that's how you can deal with a plan and execute it according to discipline, right? The amount of people I will see that I can give this same plan to, and the reason I give everyone the rules and I share it openly in here is because I know that 99% of you won't follow it and you won't have the discipline to see it through. Why do my members do well? Because they get to see me do it twice as many times a day as you do. They attend courses, they ask questions daily in the members group, and they implement what I'm showing. Yeah. Now I get there's an element of cost, but look, who I don't know who it was. He just said he made 50 quid on those 8 pips. Uh, he's called Funded, right? You can join for this month only at 97 quid a month. So you only need 2 trades to cover your membership. If you don't, Vic Snazzle, 0.5% up in 2 days, lovely. Peter Cole, 3 for 3 today, lovely. This is my shop window, guys. I don't do anything different in here that I do on my members group. Everything I do in here, I do in my members, right? So it's the same. You don't think if you join, don't think you're going to get anything different. You just get more of it. I'd be a bit of a, I don't want to say it. If I did something here and then said, aha, just wait to get into my membership, I'm going to do something different. Nah, it's all the same. You just get more of it. So well done for those that took the trade or followed and understood. Guys, if you took the trade, just give me throwing some likes in the chat, or if you didn't buy but you understood the process, chuck some likes in the chat, please, guys. Now, look, this is where the false break can be setting up. The false break could be setting up right now. So we're going to wait for this candle to close in 9 minutes. Been trading NY Gold for just over 2 years. It's the best thing, isn't it just? We buy. No, we're not buying now. We're not buying now. We are waiting because we could potentially get a false break set up. So look, let me get rid of the breakout long rules. We've already had the long. We've hit 10 pips and we've cancelled. Well, we've got stopped out at break even for the remainder part. So look, here we go. This is so these are the rules for a false break. Still in 3 more TPs. Oh, 6 months. Okay. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Sorry. Here you go. So here's the rules. Let me share the screen with you for the false break. I forgot um, I teach you how to trade without risk and losing your money. You can join my channel, link in the bio. Nice one, no man. Why do, do a no man? You instead of giving signals, just go live. Let people see what you do. Unreal. Uh, I'm still bearish on gold, waiting for sell on rallies. Yeah, I, I do not understand why. Whenever I try and change screen on TikTok, it just doesn't like to do it. So I'm trying to get you the rules up. Yeah. How do you not get banned doing this? Um, I don't. What am I doing? I'm just trading. I'm just showing you what I do on a daily basis. Um, there's you can see my rules. You see exactly what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and I give explanations as why I'm doing it. Um, Doc, how are we doing? Thank you. Saw the 33, 84, 85 twice today. Unfortunately, could not bring myself to buy it. Yeah, I mean, I was looking for buys down here when we first started, but we didn't get the candle that the next candle was just too big, so we just had to let it go. You bought, I got stopped, mate, is what it is, followed my rules. Ah, yeah, we bought, but potentially there might be a sell coming up depending on what happens with the closure on this candle. So again, this is what I'd be looking for. So did we get a close above? Yes, we got a close above the resistance. The next candle to close below. Well, this candle's still live, so I'm waiting for this candle to close below the level. Do we have clear candle space? Well, we'll have to wait and see how low this candle drops. But as it stands, yeah, we know we've got clear candle space. Let's say it was from the low of that candle. At least to this area, there's 37 pips, and down to the bottom, we've got 93. So there's plenty of pips available. We just got to wait for this candle to close, and then we can make a decision on what we're going to do. Okay. Yep. So it's at the end of the day, it's keeping rules very, very simplistic, making sure that we define our parameters before we take any trades. Because what I find from a lot of people, there's a lot of guesswork, there's a lot of emotion involved in what they're doing. So we have to take that away. So if you imagine you're a doctor, or if you're an engineer, or you're a surgeon, there's a process that you go through that you do. It's like an if done scenario. Imagine you're like a computer. If you were to code a computer, you have to give it an if done scenario. So if this happens, we do that. And if that happens, we do this. And if that happens, we do that. If none of it, if one thing doesn't happen, then we can't continue. So, you know, I always say to you, that's why I have my trading plans are very, very simple. That's it. False break short. There's my rules. It either is that or it's not that. So there's no gray areas. It either closes above the level or it doesn't. The next candle either goes up or it doesn't. There's either clear space or there isn't. So once you know that, you have a simple step-by-step process to follow. And this is, you see me do it every day. Yeah. It's not that I'm rewriting the record books. I'm not doing anything there's probably loads of people that have done something very, very similar to this, but it's just been consistent enough and being able to deliver it in a fashion and a way that people go, oh, hold on a second, I can do that. Yeah, that makes sense to me. If it doesn't make sense to you or you don't like the way that I do, then you just don't be here, right? And guys, by the way, I'll never message anyone directly on TikTok. if you send me a message, I'll always reply to you, but I'll never message anyone directly, okay? Look, oh, DAX went. The DAX went. Stop ringing. Um, sorry guys. Um, yeah, okay. Your view on XRP. Look, I have no opinions when it comes to crypto, guys. I, I've had a few experiences and none of them have been pleasant. But let me have a look. Oh, gold's pushing. I'll come back to that in a second. Right. It's gonna go. We've got 17 minutes to wait for another candle closure. So, oh no, 2 minutes. 35 pips. We'll see. If the next candle drops lower, I'll come back to the XRP comments in a little bit, guys. So look, I'm just going to focus on gold for now because if the next candle pulls back down, I'll buy the break of the high. We've got 23 seconds. The high is 99.13. Okay, so again, I'm not going to do anything until the next candle. If the next candle moves lower, so first of all, it has to close above. If the next candle pulls down, so if we get a bottom wick formed, so I need to see a black candle starting. Not really. That'll have just been spread. I want to see the market drop a little bit. I also got no trade on crypto, follow the live grid. You go for continuation. Yeah, I need to. So look, the reason I want the wick down is imagine you've got a bow and arrow. If you want to fire the arrow forward, you've got to pull the bow back. You let go of the bow and the arrow will project forward. When I was a kid, you used to have those cars. You pull it back, you let go, and it fires forward. If you want to fire a gun, you cock it, you squeeze the trigger, then the hammer pulls forward, it fires the bullet forward. If you want to fire an elastic band, you have to pull the elastic band backwards for it to go forwards. Right, we can play. I'm placing the order now. Got a bottom wick. I'm just going to put my TP. So first TP will be 10 pips. Second TP, I'm going to put in at structure. So that's going to be around 30 pips. There we go. Right, YouTube, I'm just going to change your screen. There you go. YouTube, you can see. TikTok, I'm trying. There we go. So now we've had the wick down. If we break the highs, I'll bring my stop up underneath the low of the candle. If this candle closes back below the level, I'm going to cancel the order and look for a potential short false break. Good day, sir. How are you doing? What a close? Yeah. Uh, Right, so come on, guys. Whereabouts are we registering from today? Where are you logging in from? Anyone from the US, give us a shout. Anyone from Africa, give us a shout. If you're from Africa, hit some likes. If you're from Solly, South Africa, how we doing? Australia, six-figure mama, nice. If you're Essex, lovely. If you're UK, Midlands, South Africa, Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago, love it. Love in the house, even better. SA, Sweden, lovely place. Um, where else we got? Norfolk, down on the Broads, lovely. Zimbabwe. Green line is your buy stop. Yeah, absolutely. Norway. Whereabouts in Norway? Love Norway. Portugal, Ghana, Derby. Now we're getting close to where I'm from. Lithuania. Oh, got some everywhere. What country have we not seen? Anyone from France? Not seen a France yet. Green line is the buy stop. First purple line is TP1. Second one is TP2. And then one up here is final TPs. What other countries we got? Uh, we had Jamaica. We had a few from Jamaica. Yes, Ian J. How much would you lose if you had a full stop out? Uh, Depends. Any about a grand? Nigeria, Chicago, Tunisia, Wellingborough, Indonesia. So I don't know. Joel Moas, good afternoon. Ian J. I think you're new to the stream. Not seeing you. Welcome, buddy. Explain the false break if this fails. I will do indeed, sir. So a false the the hello trading gold. Yes, we have a buy stop on gold. Uh no, the stop is about 40, just under 40 pips. So I've just put it under the level because it was just going to be a bit big. Fat support. I love it. Got some. Hey, Desi, how we doing? IZ Beauty, good afternoon. Ian, whereabouts are you from, bud? Ian J? Born. Chop. Ah, it's Fenton, isn't it? You keep changing. Khalid, how you doing? So look, we've got a buy stop order pending right now on gold. Um, I have a sell order at H1. Oh man, sorry, Desi, I don't do order blocks and things like that. But yeah, if this candle closes back below this level, next candle pushes up, we'll sell as well. Flat muffins. Okay, so if yeah, I, yes, it is inverse at the minute, but the trigger candle being this one, if it triggers, I reduce my risk significantly because I go underneath the low of this candle. Now, this is a deeper retracement, so I don't get to reduce that much. I get what? About 13, 14 pips I can get off it. Um, my stop order is just above the high, yeah. Um, win rate is on a good average month, sort of like 65, 70%. A good month, 75 to 80. A bad month would be around 50%. Let's get auto break even in actually. So I'm just going to put auto break even in. Okay, see, ooh, lovely. There we go. Ooh, tasty, tasty. Not the start I wanted. What was that Magic Keys alternative called? Trade Assistant. Right. I'm not liking this first 5 minute candle at all. I'm gonna kill this if it breaks the low. There we go. I've just killed it, guys. Taken the loss. Take the loss quickly. As soon as it broke the lows. We can always give it a second opportunity. So if it breaks the highs again, I'll buy. But as soon as it took that out, I didn't like it. So we'll wait. Always better to pull the plaster off quickly, take the loss quick, never take a full loss. Now, if this candle closes back below, so we just we just lost what 17 pips there. So unfortunately, we're going to be down on this live stream um, for today. I'm probably going to call it a day. Will I take one? We'll see. If this candle closes below, I'll look to trade the false break, but I'm done on the long trades now. Trade assistant, commander chief. If this candle closes below, I will take one more trade. So need to see this one close below here. We've got 7 minutes US Open as well, NYSE Open. We'll see what happens there. So 2 trades today, 1 win, 1 loss. Slightly on the downside, 7 pips to the negative. Okay, so you're very disciplined with the risk management. Oh yeah, absolutely. No trades at the minute. The only trade I will look for now is, look, once this candle's closed and broken above, I'd want to see it continue and start pushing up. We've not seen that follow through. It wicked down, then broke the high. So once it wicked down and then broke the high, the fact that it's broken its own low again, that was me out. So as soon as it breaks its own low, kill it. You can always give it another opportunity. Yeah, if it breaks the highs, then you go back in again. But I think my preference now, obviously, because the higher time frames, everything has been pointing to the downside for the last few days. If we can get a close below here, then we could get a nice opportunity to back to the bottom of the range. Um, while we're waiting for markets to do that, let's see if we can have a look at, because it might not come, so we'll take a look at the NASDAQ. I'm not on my screens. I do not want to trade. I'm already buying. Did you know that wickless candles are? Did you know that wickless candles are sure? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I do not know why every time I try and change screen on TikTok, it doesn't allow. Guys on YouTube, I will be with you in a second. I'm just trying to change screens on TikTok. Uh, there we go. Just takes forever and a day. Okay, so gold doesn't look like we'll close below, but you never know. We've got a few minutes left. Let's have a look at the NASDAQ while we're waiting. Now, I did map out earlier that I don't like the structure on NASDAQ at the minute. Um, all these small body candles, lots of wicks. So yeah, in fact, yeah, I'm not getting a trade on the NASDAQ today. Definitely not happening. DAX is just going into orbit. We're absolutely going. It's a sell. What's a sell? Gold. It'll be a sell if it closes below, as per our false breakout rules. So we took the buy. We had one win. The second trade, we killed it for 17 pip loss. Now, uh, 3 minutes. We're closing back in the range. if I break the low of that previous 15-minute candle, I'm just going to sell live at the market, but we have to break the low of it. Ideally, I want to see it close below without breaking the low of this candle, and then we'll take the sell stop. Mark, superb discipline shown on quitting loss early, inspiring. Thank you. Thank you. Are you still in buys, mate? No. We had one win. We had a loss that we killed very quickly as soon as it broke its own low. We're just waiting to see if this candle will close below this level. If it closes below, then we've got a potential false break short setting up. But we've got 2 minutes for this one to close below. Turbine FX, how we doing? Official Fulani, good afternoon. Zidane Yar, good afternoon. Jaman Conrad, good afternoon. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, guys, I won't be messaging anyone directly on social media. So if you do get a message, it's not me. But if you do send me a message, I will always reply. I'm not the quickest at doing it, but I will reply. Where are you setting the buy and sell lines from? Buy and sell lines will be dependent from structure. Now, if you've missed how I did that, what I'd say, Colster Gaming, is just head over to you. Okay, FOMC minutes. Listen, FOMC minutes is just the minutes from the last um, meeting, right? So you're not going to find anything new in there unless in the minutes there's something that wasn't said in the conference afterwards by JP himself when it came out. So usually the minutes are a little bit nothing to go by. So I don't trade at that time anyway, so it makes no difference to me, which is why you don't see any news announcements on my chart. It's been a very flat week of news so far. First news for me will be tomorrow on unemployment data. Hopefully that'll bring a bit of spice back to the market. What we got there? Okay, we got a wick up. We got a wick up. I need to get my cells in. Lovely. Let's get it in. Oh, so okay, orders going in. Okay, orders in now. Right, I'll just change again. TikTok, I'm just waiting for you to change. YouTube, you can see it. I'm just going to put my partial TP in. 10 pips. Why? It's like there's some serious. I wonder if there's a quicker way of doing it. Damn it. Popped up and then just disappeared. Spenny. My dog's just about to. Oh, Spencer. There we go. Right. You can't see my screen. You can see, you should be able to see it now, right? Okay, Spence. Spenny, come here. So it needs to trigger on this candle, otherwise there's no trade. You can see, okay, lovely. Now this is a busy session for me. This will be my third trade. This will be my third trade of the session, so don't normally get this many trades. So stop loss will be above the high of the current 15-minute candle. TP, first one will be 10 pips. Second one, well, you can see it down at the bottom at 32.87. Now, if this candle goes up and breaks the highs, I just cancel the order. Spence. Ah, dear me. Right, okay. Um, well, it's a big number of new people in here today. Good afternoon, guys. Don't normally see this many viewers at once, so a lot more traders in the house today. So welcome. It's not a buy, it's a sell stop order that I've got in place, guys. So um, welcome to any new people to the live stream. Now, there's no trade in. This is just a pending order underneath the bearish candle. Wouldn't it have been better had you got a closure below? Uh, no, because my structure, good question, but I'll explain. So my structure is here, and now we've come back and closed below it. So that was the breakout candle. So this is now the false break. Um, so I'm looking for a sell stop underneath the bullish candle that failed to break that out, which if we look at it, you can see it's just that 30-minute rejection candle. So one candle up, one candle down. Now we're looking for this candle to push up. If it takes out the highs, I'm done for the day. So have those uh, have those rules in place, guys, so you know exactly what you want to see happen. This candle can come up, it can touch the highs, but as long as it respects the highs, then breaks the lows, we're good to go. The higher it goes in this candle without breaking it, it's a buy. Maybe. It could be a buy after it sells. Can you show the text box trade rules? Yeah, J-Man. I can't bring it on this one, but I'll change screen afterwards. So um, if we go above, I'll cancel. I'll just go straight over there because I'll cancel the order. If we get triggered, then obviously I'm going to sit in the trade until we get triggered. So until we get stopped out or hit target. All right, so false break short rules. So did we break and close above resistance? Number one. Number two, did the next candle close below the resistance level? Number three, do we have clear candle space? So clear candle space is just like momentum candles, big bodied candles, where you see this little bit here? This would be an area that I'd want to take some profit off. Why? Because probability it could get stuck here, but I don't mind because I'm already risk free. Um, what we've got 25 pips. I'll scale out anyway. I'll confused if you're on a seller or a buyer. I'm not in any trade at the minute. I'm looking to sell. Okay, I'm looking to sell. I have a pending order, sell stop in. Um, After the candles close below, the next candle must wick up. So we create a bullish candle. Doesn't close bullish, but we want it to go up first, like the bow and arrow analogy. So we pull the bow back, we let go, it fires the arrow forward. So this is what we're looking for here. We're looking for buyers to push price up, to attract sellers, to create that momentum to go lower. This is New York time. There will be big turmoil in the market. That's why I'm trading this time. It's a buy. Maybe. If it's a buy, I cancel it. If it's a sell, we get triggered. No, you'll see if I get triggered, some big orange or blue numbers will come up here. Orange means I'm in a losing position. Blue means it's in a positive position. Lee, I'm looking to TP at 33.07. Okay, nice. Definitely a buy. Put your mortgage on it. Um, don't put your mortgage on it. That was stupid for me to say. Remember, we cannot say anything is definite. The only thing that's definite in life is at some point it will come to an end, and that's very morbid, right? For trading, we cannot say definitely. It's a random market. Random things happen. We can have a set of rules that give us an edge, and those rules are how we stick and define to our trading opportunities. Dignify, I hope. Love it. Yeah. But look, at the end of the day, we do what we do based around rules. If you do it around rules, then we don't need to hope, we don't need to wish it, we just do. And when we do, we're going to win, we're going to lose. We just want to make sure we're more profitable than, or we make more than we lose, right? This is a 15-minute time frame. I've got, God, I need to go soon as well. I'm a bit late. Uh, bye for now. Yeah, see you, Born. Oh, have you changed your bias from buy to sell? Yep, because it's a false break. I didn't have a bias. I just said if it went above and closed above, I would buy. And then a false break is it goes above. Here we go. Let's see. We're in. So I'm in a losing position at the minute by 3 pips. Make that 10 pips. So auto break evens in at 7 pips with it being a range. There we go. TP1 break even. Thank you very much. Now let's see where it goes. So I've taken another half there at 22 pips, guys. Anyone? Yeah, stop loss would be higher, but I didn't want a too big a stop. So I just put it above the level. So we banked 10 and 22 pips. Now it can do whatever the hell it likes. Lovely. Peanut, nice one. Uh, Prince, we sold, mate. We sold. So that's 3 trades in this session. We banked one for 10 pips and got stopped at break even. We lost one for 17 pips, and then we just banked one here for 10 pips and 22 pips, and then stopped at break even. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm done now. Finished for the day. If you've enjoyed the live stream, just hit some likes in the chat, and I'll be here tomorrow at 1 o'clock. If you've got any feedback, I'd always be happy to hear feedback. Let me know what your thoughts. How do I take partials? I use Magic Keys and members use Trade Assistant. It's like $80 for the year. Pleasure Mongamotsi. And it does it for you, so I don't need to do anything. Yeah, keep winning. That's the spirit. If you've got any feedback, either put it in the chat now before I lock off, or message me privately. I'd love to know what you think. So thanks for attending, guys, and I will see you all tomorrow at 1 o'clock. No, I'm done for today. Yeah, you can use them both in MT5. Your lives are real, the best. Thank you, Dignifier. Much appreciated. Gold Trader, thanks for jumping in as always. Nice to see your comments. Guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Guys, YouTube, catch you tomorrow. Bye bye.